Ready, Pak? Terakhir.
Iya, ready, Pak.
Kita mulai 1 lebih 5 ya.
Iya,
Ini
Pak.
15 menit lagi.
Iya.
Eh mestinya koneksinya akan tetap baik-baik saja ya. Kayak tadi. Tadi itu sempat
Semoga,
ada
Pak.
yang Pak itu terpental sih ya.
Iya, Pak. Semoga.
Headset.
Iya, semoga baik-baik aja nih. Pakai
Tapi,
koneksinya Ubaya, Pak.
iya, akhir-akhir ini nggak jelas ya.
Hmm,
Kurang bagus
kurang bagus ya.
akhir-akhir ini. Semoga akan baik.
Iya,
Oke, Pak. Tak ngopi sih.
iya, Pak. Ya.
Lanjut ngopi dulu. See
Iya,
you,
Pak.
see you, Pak.
Iya, oke, Pak.
Thank you, sip.
Excuse me, Mr. Adi, still mute ya?
Oh yeah, okay. Sorry. Hello everyone. Sorry. Now we are back with our final session, and today we are back with Mr. Andre. Good afternoon, Mr. Andre. Thank you
Good
also for
afternoon.
your time for this afternoon. In
Good
the next
afternoon.
90 to 120 minutes, we will learn about metaverse. I don't know how popular metaverse in your country, but I think in Indonesia, according to my knowledge, it is not really popular. I don't know whether I'm correct or not, but as far as I know, that not many people use metaverse. Correct me if I'm wrong later. Well, as I'm not really familiar, I'm not really know about how metaverse is it, but I think it is something 3D or virtual space, right? Where as a human can enter that virtual space, and I think we can interact with other users if they enter the same virtual space. I don't know whether it is correct, but of course later Mr. Andre would uh, tell us and elaborate more about the metaverse. Okay, now please allow me to read Mr. Andre resume. Okay, Mr. Andre is the same with Mr. Vincent, Dr. Joko, and Dr. Alexander Johan. He is also a lecturer at the UBAYA Informatics Engineering Department. He is currently head of Multimedia Computing Lab since 2019. He was also, until now, he's also the CTO, Chief Technological Officer of Ontel startup UBAYA since 2020. And in this startup, he's responsible for developing the application of that startup as an eco-friendly solution for delivery goods. Since 2008, he is lecturer at UBAYA Informatics Engineering Department. He is now taking his doctoral degree at 10 November Institute of Technology Surabaya, Indonesia. And he earned his Master of Science on Digital Media Technology on Nanyang Technological University in Singapore, NTU. And then he's also alumni of UBAYA, where he got Sarjana Teknik of Bachelor of Engineering on Informatics Engineering in 2007. His focus or expertise is on game design and technology, web or mobile engineering, and UI or UX. He has a certification on Unity Certified User as Programmer. Without further ado, now I give the time back to Mr. Andre. Mr. Andre, time is yours. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Adi, for introduction. Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you doing well today. I hope you stay healthy. Yeah. And I hope you enjoy the day. Today I would like to talk about metaverse, like Mr. Adis explained earlier, that metaverse is not quite popular in Indonesia. I don't know in your country as well. Is it the same situation or difference? But let me begin my slide with this statement. Yeah, metaverse hype is over. Yeah, metaverse hype is dead. Yeah, but before we discuss about it in more detail, I would like to briefly explain about what is metaverse for those who are not familiar with the subject. Okay, so this discussion topic is about metaverse marvels, navigating the virtual universe. Okay, before I give you definition of metaverse, I would like to show you a snippet or a part of the movies from Ready Player One, which is a movie from 2018. Do you guys have watched this movie before?
Yeah.
Okay, from Canada, from Western State University. Okay, so this Ready Player One is perfect or ideal how the metaverse should look like. So I'm going to play the video for you. Mr. Adi, can you hear the video voice here? Video sound here?
Yes,
Okay, thank you.
but I think you need to make it louder, Pak.
All right. Right.
Wait.
Okay.
Not really clear. How about you? Not no, we don't. No sound. No sound, Pak. I think you should unmute. Yeah, no audio, no sound.
Okay, let me try another ways to share. So share.
Yeah, you need to tick the left hand side bottom one, right? Yes.
Okay.
The limits of reality.
Huh?
Okay, now we can.
Imagination.
Okay, thank you.
You can do anything. Go anywhere. Like the Vacation Planet. Surf a 50-foot monster wave in Hawaii. You can ski down the pyramids. You can climb Mount Everest with Batman. Check out this place. It's a casino the size of a planet. You can lose your money there. You can get married. You can get divorced. You can go in there. People come to the Oasis for all the things they can do, but they stay because of all the things they can be. Tall, beautiful, scary, a different sex, a different species, live action, cartoon. It's all your call. Yeah, that's me. Well, that's my avatar. At least until I feel like changing. Except for eating, sleeping, and bathroom breaks, whatever people want to do, they do it in the Oasis. And since everyone is here, this is where we meet each other. It's where we make friends. Locate H.
Locating H.
Okay, so I will stop here. So this introduction from the Ready Player One is perfectly capture what metaverse should look like. So it has a world, interconnected worlds, where user can be represented as a virtual avatars, where they can be anything, they can be anyone's. So the user can customize their looks, the user can communicate and interact with the worlds, and also can have items selling, buying, and stuff and other stuff. So this is the perfect ideal metaverse. If you not yet watched this movie, I encourage you to watch the movie because it's good as well. Okay, so let me begin with the definition of metaverse. So basically, there's a lot of definition of metaverse, depends on the topic and on the context. Yeah. So for instance, Disney defined the definition of metaverse is a digital playground because their intention wants to create a more entertainment things to the audiences. But general term here state that metaverse is a virtual universe that powered by incorporating technologies such as extended reality, artificial intelligence, and others. And inside this virtual universe, people can meet and interact with each other. People can do activities in this metaverse. So the term metaverse is actually not new. It's coming from the novel from Neil Stephenson. Was the novel from Neil Stephenson in his 1992 Snow Crash. In this novel, Neil Stephenson shows a depiction of virtual reality in the future, in the distant futures, which player or peoples meet each other in virtual different worlds than real life. So he showed that in the distant future, peoples will have another reality, another identity in the reality worlds, in the virtual reality worlds. Based on the term itself, meta means after or beyond or between. It's a Greek word, and first it means that it's a virtual or universe in different spaces. Okay, so in other words, metaverse means that a virtual universe where people are able to work, playing, shopping, and socialize in an environment that is graphically rich and has a certain degree of realism, which is right now is unable to achieve. Our technology cannot achieve that ideal degree of realism, fully degree of realism, because we have limitation of the technology. Okay, therefore, this definition means that in order to fill in the metaverse, we are not longer need the virtual reality headsets. Yeah, but if you have that virtual reality headset, you can have the certain degree of realism with a better immersive realisms. Okay, so before we moving on to the next topic, I would like to highlight several history of metaverse. It's began with the technological booming of internet technology, which is starting in 1989. The invention of World Wide Web starting from these years, people publicly can access informations, can have access and any information easily and more comfortable than before. Okay, so the booming of internet, swifting our ways of life, our ways to interact with things, and starting from 92, which is this novel comes up, yeah, about the metaverse term, and 2003, which where Second Life is like a virtual world. It's like a game where I think it's considered as the first metaverse platform ever published in 2003. And then, as you know, 2006, Roblox is a platform. It's a gaming platform that allows the gamers to join a game, create an object, and buying and selling stuff. And 2009 is where Bitcoin comes up, cryptocurrency and blockchain platform is created. And 2011, where the Ready Player One is introduced. 2014 is where Facebook acquired the VR hardware from Oculus company. Back in 2014, we are wondering why Mark Zuckerberg, Facebook, acquires the virtuality devices, acquire the VR company, because we know that the main business of Facebook is social media platforms. That's action is make us wondering, makes us questioning why Facebook do that. Yeah, why they Facebook acquire the virtual reality. So we already know that Facebook have visions about the future of internet technology. I will show you that vision in my next slide. Okay, let's continue with 2015. There's a Decentraland, is where the platform where you can purchase land, you can sell land, yeah, and then you can build something in this virtual world. And 2016 is where the Pokemon Go is hit the world by storm, where after that year, several games that try to clone the Pokemon Go raise ups. Yeah, so we can see that this game is actually utilize the augmented reality, which is combined the virtual the virtual data with a real world marker, and it produces games that makes users to traveling around the world, around the places outside his house. Okay, and then comes up Fortnite 2017, which is it first released. It introduced the concept of like a virtual concept enter. 2018 is where the virtual reality game where is used the introduce the trading with using the Bitcoin, Ethereum, and then 2021 is where Microsoft unveiled Mesh, and finally we see that in 2021 also Mark Zuckerberg rebranded its Facebook with Meta. So we see that the future of internet, it will needs Mark Zuckerberg see that it needs to be changed. It needs to be switched in the near future. So this is Zuckerberg vision about the next generation of internets. So Mark Zuckerberg see that our way to interact with technology right now is begin with when internets booming in 1989, and then we see that people nowadays are holding a gadget or smartphone devices, which is a part of our daily routines. Yeah. So when you wake up in the morning, what the first thing you do is basically check up your phones and browsing TikTok, browsing your Instagram, and so on and so on. Basically, it's the way it changes how we interact with things, with activity, with the words. So the technology of internet and also the hardware technology comes with it. For example, the tablet, the smartphone changed our way of life. So Mark Zuckerberg have a visions. It's not the final frontier for humans to have interact with the ways of his life, but he thinks that beyond that, in the future, metaverse could be the next successor of internet right now. So basically, Zuckerberg vision is tell you that the metaverse means that there will be an endless world of interconnected virtual community. It means that you can bring your avatar from one world to another world. You can spend your money in one world with another world. You can bring your stuff from one world to another. It's interconnected. And of course, Mark Zuckerberg vision is this virtual world must have something called self-sustaining ecosystem, which is it should able to sustain itself by implementing robust economy, where it can meet the demands and the resources in one places. And of course, Mark Zuckerberg's vision is he say that this is way to change the people how people interact with technology, just like us using today's smartphones. Yeah, basically our smartphone is most important things in our possession. Yeah, if your phone loss is more is more harmful compared to if we lost our wallet. And Mark Zuckerberg vision is we can be present anywhere in the world, just not by presented by displays, yeah, with a monitor display, but we really present anywhere in the world. We can see each other in the world, not just through two-dimensional display devices, but we really see it in like a holograms or holographic image, or so we can see our friends sit in our rooms in hologram. It's similar like you seeing ghosts, but it's more fun ways to be represented. So a lot of people ask me what the differences between virtual reality and metaverse. So a virtual reality can be considered as metaverse if it contains at least these four characteristics or attributes. So first, the metaverse platform must have activities in it. So inside it, you can work, you can study, you can socializing each other, you can shopping, you can play, and so on and so on. So secondly, it must have tools So the people can create something in it. People can modify an object, create, customize their avatar, and so on and so on. A third, metaverse must have avatars, means that it's a virtual representation of ourselves in these platforms. So avatars can be customized as well. You can adjust this. You can change anything on your avatar. That include the 3D models, the looks, the colors, the gender, and so on and so on. And of course, metaverse must have its own virtual economy, which can sustain itself, where it drives people to sell and buy stuff. It possibility to own things in the world in these platforms and selling things as well. Okay, so in this definition of metaverse and the characters of metaverse, that comes up with this term, the digital twins. The digital twins is a virtual representations or places or object which is we can see in the real world, and it's virtually represents in the virtual universe, in our virtual reality. And the characteristic is here is updated from real-time data, means that, for instance, if you have open a store, yeah, in the real world, and then you decide to open your store also in the virtual reality universe, you have to make sure when people try to buy your product, to purchase your product, you have to make sure both store have synchronized data. Yeah, so for instance, we can synchronize the availability of products. The stock of the products must be synchronized between the real store and the virtual reality store. So therefore, user can purchase your product whether it's in the real store or in the virtual reality store. That's called digital digital twins updated from real data. And also it uses simulations. Speaking of simulation, there's a game from Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Maybe some of you are already familiar with that game, but what I'm showing here is one of the missions of this game, which is located at Amsterdam, which is the developer decide to replicate the Amsterdam's places, these tourism places, replicate it with higher realisms in the game. So I will show you the video where this YouTuber compared the real video footage from his camera and compared to the game rendering results. So let's take a look at this video.
Stay on him. We need to know what it is and where it's going.
Copy.
So this is a real video footage, the same location, and this is a game in-game rendering. As you can see here in this game, it's try to replicate everything it sees in the real world, from the lamps model, car model, and the boats.
Looks like cartels guarding the bridge. We're on search.
Also the building, the structure, and the people's activities, locations. This game try to replicate with immersive representations.
Hold up. 2 cartel guards under the bridge. Keep your weapons concealed.
So it's open up possibility that in the future we can visit locations,
Okay.
tourism locations, just from our home,
I'll tell
our
him.
reality devices, and then we can have the same enhanced experiences compared to when we visit the locations physically. Okay, next. Okay, so the metaverse itself is supported by several underlying technology behind it. So the metaverse itself is a combinations, interconnected components to make it works. So we're starting by in the center of this diagram, as you can see here, the metaverse composed from extended reality, which is a term that describes augmented reality, virtual reality, or combination of both, we usually call mixed reality. So basically, metaverse is the building block of metaverse is composed from that. But and beyond that, there are several components that also interconnected with each other can help this metaverse to achieve its idealisms. So for instance, in augmented reality and mixed reality, maybe for object detection, maybe for face recognitions. The cloud technology means that all data stored in the cloud server, and it provides services. It provides services to our platforms to deliver to present the virtual world realistically. And because we need internet to do that, so the hardware infrastructure for 5G and 6G is a must. Metaverse requires internet access, requires a reliable and fast internet access to deliver the contents to the users. And some of metaverse utilize blockchain technology, which is decentralized the ownerships of things in the platforms, and the implementation of IoT things, Internet of Things, which is actually devices that can capture environment data and can be used to enhance the digital twins in our platform. So as you can see here, metaverse have interconnected technology which is support the metaverse itself. Okay, let's take a look. Okay, let me show you the center of this diagram in more detail about extended reality. So the extended reality is a term to describe how our perception, how our visual perception can be adjusted, can be augmented. So this XR usually tells you three things. It could be augmented, it could be virtual reality, or it could be mixed reality. So what is augmented reality? Augmented reality is where our perception of the world is adjusted by providing layered information in top of the reality object. So usually we don't use special device for it. You can use your own smartphones, and then by looking at your display on the smartphone, you can see the informations provided, which is this information is bind to a marker in the real world. So we can see actually the real data, real virtual data, which superimpose with the real world objects. So augmented reality, you can use your own devices like phones. How about virtual reality? In virtual reality, all you see is simulated. The thing you see around, every object you see is simulated, is computer generated. So you need special devices, which is you wear in your head. Yeah, you can use something like a Quest 3 devices from Oculus, from Meta. Yeah, and then it generates an image for you, and then you can interact with the words. So the virtual reality here give you more immersive representation of the virtual reality words, and then you can do something in the words. But you have to own the devices, you have to own the headset. How about mixed reality? Mixed reality is considered the upgrade version of augmented reality, which is the differences between mixed reality and augmented reality is where user, the hand of user it can be used freely to interact with the words. Yeah. So in the augmented reality, user must hold the phones. In the mixed reality, user must wear special headset, and user can use their hands freely to interact and to do something with this word. So to give you more clear things about augmented reality, virtual reality, and mixed reality, let's take a look at this representation of extended reality. The left side image here is where the augmented reality would look like, where you targeting your phones, your device to a marker or of the real object. It deliver you the contents. It's superimpose the layer. The layer shows up from the real object. Yeah, this the left side is augmented reality. The top right side is where the virtual is how the virtual reality looks like, which is all you see is simulated. All you see is computer generated. So it's feel immersive. You feel like you are being in the real places, in that places. Then you can do some stuff in it. So the bottom one is where the mixed realities comes up, and I think the trend is basically going to this direction, yeah, to the mixed reality direction. So you need to wear special devices, and as you can see in this example here, it free your hands. You can still use your hands. It extend the capability of your way working with the computer. For example, you can see that you can have 3 display monitor at once with the 3 different windows, and everything you see is the device or the platform knows where is your table is, so it can superimpose the informations in your real work, yeah, in this case in your rooms. So this is mixed reality where it combines the virtual worlds, the real world object. It knows where your table is, it knows where is your desk is and chair is. It try to blend the virtual informations to your display. So it requires you to hold special equipment. Okay, so let's take a look the future about how life in metaverse. For example, maybe for some of example is not related to with the metaverse, but what I'm going to show you here is where in the metaverse world you can do this activity. So first, as the virtual shopping, you can either you can see the virtual shop in virtual reality, like image on the left, where you simply can see everything in virtual reality in generated computer, or on the right side, which it can blend the real store with the superimposed augmented reality or mixed reality informations. So virtual shopping means that you can see, feel, and touch the actual products with the correct ratio and color and shapes. And also we can involve AI to learn your purchasing patterns and give you better recommendation and shopping experiences. And also it can act like a personal shopping assistant. Maybe you can do mix and match clothes from different brands. Okay. How about educations? This is where the metaverse comes up very handy, very, very popular in this part. So education here, according to the Huang and Xian 2022, the metaverse could enhance the learner's cognitive experiences. For example, it can give you educations where it's impossible to deliver to student because the risky or dangerous environments. So for example, you need to show the student how the deep sea looks like. Not everybody can have access to submarines and dive to the deep sea. Another way, you want to know how it looks like when volcano erupted, and so on and so on. So this is way metaverse or education in metaverse could look like in the futures. Next, okay, I will show you one of the coolest VR space station tour, yeah, ESS Oculus VR space station tour. It is a free games that you can try in your VR headsets. Is where you can feel
Space station?
how it looks like to become an astronaut, and then you
Looking
doing
over and
you
coming
doing the air work
underneath the
outside the space
docking
station.
port and grabbing a hold. And this is the bottom of the station, and this is the most forward section, and we are moving aft. The Oculus Rift has a free program, Mission ISS, and that's what we're looking at. It is a wonderful program. It is not a game. It's not a shoot 'em up. You don't experience points or anything like that. There are a few missions you can do. Two of them are really easy, and one is very, very challenging. That's using the Canadian arm to dock spacecraft, and it is a lot of fun. But I would imagine that most people would enjoy this experience immensely, but probably wouldn't think much of it after they've experienced it once. But take a look. We'll
Okay,
come
this
out of
one
the
is
airlock after
is
we got our
give you
spacesuit off and
representatives how look like
can freely move around with comfortable
inside the
clothes. We have a
ISS
toggle
International Space
on the
Station.
controller. It will
As
flip us
astronaut.
around 30 degrees. It's quite
I've tried this
handy
game, but
to
it give you
get yourself
motion
situated
sickness.
just the way you want, and you can
It
look.
really give you motion sickness
We're in
because
the Unity node. That was
you
the
are-
first node,
you
and we
are
can pass
weightless
forward.
and
Now we're heading
weightless, and
towards the
it is
front of the station, or
oriented-
forward
it's oriented your
would be the proper terminology.
your
Until we
visual-
come all the way through the station to the very
Okay.
furthest section.
Right, so that's where metaverse or virtual extended reality can be used in education. In medical, there's a lot of things you can do here, and I think this one is more it's intensively research area that conducted by several researchers, which is using the technology of extended reality, which is can help stakeholder in this area to have the better services in medical terms. So, for instance, you can use as a surgical simulator, can use it as trauma therapy. You can use as diagnostic tools. For instance, inspecting 3D MRI before conducting operations using virtual reality gloves. You can have a gesture to view the model in more details, to view the 3D models of patients in real detail in every layers before conducting the operations. And also the telesurgery, which is quite new here, which is a way a surgeon operate a patient from remote site. It involves robotic arms. It involves high internet speeds. It involves high sophisticated camera devices and so on and so on. So it's a quite a brand breakthrough in research area in the metaverse. In the medical terms. How about working? Yeah, the global pandemic that was happened in 2020 swift our way to work study. Yeah, so everybody must stay at home. Everybody use Zoom to doing their activities, to connect with each other through Zooms, and it makes us unable to physically presented on the locations. Therefore, the term virtual workspace comes up. Is where it's generally used to describe a working environment where users digitally connect to each other regardless of their physical locations. And how the metaverse will enhance this is where you can just not looking at your partner video through Zooms like we do it today, but also we can see its physical representations using a mixed reality devices or virtual reality as well. Okay, so the question is, how can we try the metaverse right now? Yeah, just like I said earlier, mostly the metaverse right now platform is mostly in the game platform, become a big game platform. So I repeat once again, these four characteristics that makes a platform considered as metaverse platform is where it have activities to do. It act like creator playgrounds, means that you can create something, you can build something, you can customize a thing in the world. Avatars, of course, where you can represent yourself with different you, and also it has sustainable virtual economy. The left part of the screen, top of the screen, is the Second Life. It's just like I said, the rear is the first metaverse platform, and this one is Roblox. I think you already know about it. Minecraft is also a kind of metaverse platform. Play Together also game where where it has 4 characters of metaverse platform. So we achieved that. We arrive at the conclusion here. The reasons why the metaverse hype is over. Okay, so let's take a look at diagram. This graphics here. The term of metaverse starting from 1992, it became high tractions, and it achieved its peaks in 2021, where Facebook rebrands their company to Meta. Okay, in 2020, no, 2020 and 20, we know that the global pandemics happened to us, and the Meta thinks that this condition will last longer, maybe 10 years. So they are very confident that they can visualize, you can represent, you can produce the ideal metaverse to the world. I think the Meta try too hard, they push too hard. They create their own services, they create their own platform, and also they create their own affordable devices. Yeah, even though still expensive according to my opinion, but they try too hard to make the metaverse the ideals in that years. As you can see, the pandemic is over, finally over in 2022, 2023, which is people's now work normally. Yes, attend to the school normally, work normally. So the interest of this metaverse is getting declined over time. But let's take a look what the reason why metaverse hype is over. First is the limitation of current technology. As you can see here, as you can previously see, that metaverse is much backing by interconnected component to make it work, as you can see at the ideal representation in the movie of Ready Player One. It incorporated different aspect of technology. It's include the hardware infrastructure. Yeah, metaverse requires a high internet speed. It requires reliable internet speed. It takes up some storage, a lot of storage, yeah, to store all the data and so on. And currently we don't have that. We don't have that technology. Yeah, it's still premature. It's still premature to say that we can achieve ideal metaverse right now. Secondly, there's many platforms. Yeah, every company have its own platforms. Means that the user must create their accounts individually. The user must follow the rules and engagement, and so on and so our own avatar cannot be transferred to different platform. We cannot share items and things in between those platforms. That's one of the problems. So the users not have enough engagement of that, and of course it's not met the user expectations. Yeah, the user expectations thinks that the metaverse will be easier to use, will be like we holding right now. We hold our phone, we operate our smartphone easily. Is not met the user expectation. That's why it's failed over time. So, but remember, yeah, the metaverse hype is over, but the metaverse itself is still evolving and have the potentials in the future. Okay, so I'm suggest you to prepare yourself for better tomorrow. Okay, so acquire or develop new skills that related with computer science related stuff like AR, VR development and content creations. And digitally literate, you can subscribe to articles of technological related and keep updating on the next technology. You can also reading a website that usually or watching YouTube about the technological update, especially the emerging technology that comes up in the next future. And then by that, you can sense and grab the opportunity and make it good for you, for yourself, for your career. Okay, metaverse is full potential as content or world service creator, or maybe as a digital possession trader, yeah, in the future. But just like I said, it currently declining the interest of metaverse because the reasons one for another reasons. Yeah. But scientists also predicted the new emerging job opportunities will arise in 2030. But once again, you should be prepared for it, to prepare yourself for better tomorrow. I think that's conclude my presentations. Thank you, Mr. Adi. We are now continue with the discussion. I give
Yeah.
it back to Mr. Adi. Thank
Thank
you.
you, Mr. Andre, for your very informative presentation about metaverse. We just know that metaverse has been there for a long time, right? Since 1960, but was coined by the author in 1992, right? And then we were hyped by Facebook of the use of metaverse. And then it was also supported during the COVID-19, where we cannot go outside, where all can sit with them virtually. Then,
Yep.
as the pandemic is over, now
Yep.
we are back to the normal. Then the use of the metaphor is, of course, decreasing because now
Yes.
we all do the on-site things, right?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, it is interesting to know. I thought metaphor is really something new before listening to your presentation.
Okay.
I think most of our participants also guess so. Yeah, because it looks really futuristic for us. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. The interest of metaverse is declining because those reasons. But I believe, yeah, I still have belief in a metaverse that it will achieve its ideals representations if the technological is supported in the future. So yeah, we have to wait and see. We have to prepare ourselves. We have to read a lot about what those giant company and those researchers do things in to achieve that, towards that. So right now I think Meta is shifting their focus, not developing their metaverse platform. They're shifting to combination of artificial intelligence and mixed reality stuff. I think, yeah, when they launch their products, Questry. Maybe you guys already know about it. The Questry is a mixed reality devices, but also can be used as virtual reality devices. And this company, the Meta, is switching to this. Another company is also join forces for this uh virtual
Development.
reality devices. Yeah, like Microsoft and others.
Okay. You also mentioned that at the moment there is no one for all metaverse universe, which
Correct.
also makes us difficult to we cannot go to other universe or metaverse, for example. Not
Yeah.
like in our real universe where we can just
Yeah.
go one
That's
another. Do
yeah.
you
That's
think
one kind.
in the future there will be one for all metaverse universe?
Yeah, it's similar like your operating system right now.
Hmm.
So we are now using either Android operating system or iOS operating system, which is we agree to use that because it gives our conveniences, right? So we can change our phones with different phones, but still using the same operations. So in the future, I believe if but it's very difficult. Yeah, I believe it can have some kind of platforms or a way to connect between each platform. I think it's like a object, or it's like a system that connecting different platform. So hopefully those different platform can have interconnected data exchange between each other. If that's possible, then we can actually use our account. We can do something in our account. We can have possession of items that we can bring to different worlds, which is synchronized between worlds. So I believe we can in the future we can have then something.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Andre. Guys, you can ask while we are discussing here. You can also join our discussion, or you can also type in the chat box. I was interested with your video of the metaverse when you show we can do shopping in a store. My
Yeah.
question is, can we really buy that goods or products? This one, yeah.
Oh, okay, this
Option
one.
is only in metaverse universe where we cannot get the real thing that we can buy.
Actually, actually, some store like Amazon's and some of the giants chain store
Hmm?
already tried this. Yeah, it has a virtual reality or metaverse stores, and then when you purchase a product, you pay with credit cards.
Mhm.
You can actually have that product it delivered to your house. Yeah,
Hmm.
it's like basically it's like you shopping using like a online shop. You doing this thing like an online shop. You can see the products. You can uh view the product in different angles. You actually do that in the real stores, and then when you put it in the shopping cart, you pay the product, and it will deliver to your house.
The real one.
Yeah, the real one,
Okay.
Mr. Aji.
Okay.
So yeah,
Interesting.
so in the metaverse, you can selling real stuff. Yeah, reality stuff, not just digitally goods.
Okay. Interesting. So that is interesting, guys. Have anyone tried to enter or to shop via metaverse? By the way, how to go into this kind of metaverse? Do we need to become a user of that metaverse company or?
Yeah, currently there is several virtual store, but once again, like I said, it's not gain traction. It's not popular anymore. I don't know it still exists or not, but some of the user comments is it's not practical. Mr. Adi, it's not practical. It's yeah, it's not practical. Some of items it's easier to use online shop
On-site.
like
Oh,
we do
online
in
shop.
regular.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's not practical. Some of it. Okay, because yeah, the way we use the technology is still we still use our smartphones. Maybe 5 or 10 years from now, we still depend on the smartphones. The Zuckerberg vision is where we can shift from the way we use the technology using smartphone into the next generation of internet. But once again, it's not practical. Yeah, I try to wear virtual headsets more than 1 hour, and I feel dizzy. It's
Of
not
course, of course.
comfortable. Yeah, it's not comfortable, especially in long durations. Yeah, maybe if the technology is more like practicals, looks like maybe like glasses, normal glasses,
Uh-huh.
or small hardware that we can wear does not obstruct our ways of doing things. Maybe the metaverse
More
will.
comfortable, yeah.
Yep, yep. That's what I'm telling about why the reason why the hype of this metaverse is dropping, because yeah, it's not practical with the current technology.
Okay. Okay, guys, please. You can ask about this metaverse to Mr. Andre. Yeah, I already led some discussion about whether we can buy the products in real or it is only digital. Okay. How many metaverse companies are exist at this stage far? Just as far as you know, just roughly.
uh, I think a lot of metaverse company exist, but they are now shifting their focus in different solution and products. Yeah,
Hmm.
I don't
So
have
they,
exact amount, but let me try to research that. after this, but actually they are now shifting their focus.
Okay.
Yeah. But just like I said earlier, Roblox, Fortnite, and Minecraft is it can be described as metaverse platforms. That popular platform can be considered as metaverse and still exists today with
Yeah, they are
thousands of users.
yeah. Okay. Any questions about metaverse? Mark or Enzo, Connor, Margarita, Mia, Sanjana? Please feel free. So, have you tried entering metaverse universe, Pak?
Yeah,
By yourself?
I'm trying a different platform at Metaverse Universe. Basically in the meta platform, in the meta headset platforms. Entering that several times, and yeah, right now right now it's not interconnected. Means that each time I entering it you have to create accounts for different platforms, and you can do some stuff inside it, but once again when there is nothing new in the platforms, it has a declining in the interest. Some platforms like metaverse meta horizon, which they try to give you a virtual concert where some singer, some artists can perform their action in the virtual reality. It gain attractions, yes, but uh, it's the interest is declining. Is I think it's no longer interest by anyone, yeah, but it still exists up until today. You can still visit the platforms.
Okay. Can we really say I and you are entering a metaverse universe? Can I really realize or recognize that it is you on metaverse? Or we need to, before we enter, we need to uh, say one another that we will enter that metaverse at 3 o'clock. Then we will meet in the metaverse. Or when I enter metaverse and I saw someone and uh, can we recognize others who are familiar with us or our friend, for example?
Yeah. Mr. Adi, it depends on the platforms. Yeah, for
Hmm.
instance, on the apps called Horizon Workrooms, can establish a virtual office, and then when I came live, I came to the platform. I'm alive. I'm working in there, and my friends can join those those rooms, and I get notified about it. Yeah, I get notified that my friends joining the spaces, and I can greet him, I can interact with him. The same things happen also in other platforms where you get notified certain your friend, maybe your friends, some of your friends joining the spaces, and then you can meet them. Okay, you can directly deliver to that platform and join them. So basically, um there's some platform that we can, generally speaking, meet with stranger, Mr. Adi, meet the stranger, and we can have know each others. We can add their stranger as our friends, become acquainted, and then as our friends. And then when theirs comes alive online, I mean, I will get notified and I can join them directly, just like that, Mr. Adi.
Okay. So can we also meet offline? So meaning if you meet stranger, then we communicate with him or her, then we make some appointment. Say if that stranger is also from Surabaya, then we say okay, we will meet in Starbucks, for example. Is that something possible like we do in the social media, for example?
It's similar like you meeting stranger in a Facebook platform, yeah, in Instagram platform. When you meet someone, maybe stranger in this platform, you can also have appointment to meet there in the
In
real
life.
world. Yeah, same like that. That's possible.
Okay,
But
okay.
be careful with your identity, yeah, when you doing when you interact with stranger in all any platforms,
Yeah, yeah, of course, yeah, yeah. Thank you. Yesterday, Pak Johan also mentioned, especially when you browse dark web, it is more even dangerous if you share your identity, the real one. Never share your real identity. He said so. Thank you, Pak. There is a question. Thank you. Will it be the norm in metaverse? In what do you mean? Will it be? Oh, whether there is a norm in metaverse? Norm, yeah, I think norm is something that you need to comply with. You need to honor others. We need not to harm others. I think that's what you mean, right? Uh, Kyle, is that what you mean? The norm, like in our life, right? I guess so. Is there any norm in the metaverse? Norm that we need to abide.
I don't know what norm means in his questions. Yeah, is it something
Norm
like
itu Pak, norma-norma.
norma?
Norma-norma yang harus dipatuhi mungkin.
Oh, okay.
My assumption is that norm. Yeah, there be laws or norm.
Okay. Will there be laws in metaverse? Yeah. Any platforms must abide rules, policy, yeah, in those platforms to make everybody inside it feel secure, feel happy, yeah, feel engaging. So just like to in our reality, there will always be laws that govern everything, yeah, especially in the emerging technology. Those laws, those policy will created to govern everything. That's include the metaverse. In Indonesia also we have department to handle this emerging technology, to handle the laws for internet interactions, for social conduct in the internet. We have a special task force to handle that, and it could create a different laws for it. Okay, is it possible that we can feel that we touch in metaverse? Nice questions. Yeah, basically, you need special devices. Yeah, you mean haptic touch? Yeah, haptic touch. Yeah, you need special devices like gloves, haptic gloves when you can actually feel when you touch an object in the metaverse. I think that's your question, Ryan, right?
Yeah, yeah. So he asked about whether we can really feel. Okay, so next one is the norm in the far future in where metaverse has been normalized, which is something normal, common. Therefore, I ask what is the implication for for the IT experts' point of view? Like, will it have any positive or negative impact?
Okay, so you mean that in the future where everything goes normal, like we use our phone, smartphone today, yeah, when it getting a normal things Yeah, maybe that's what you're asking. Yeah. So the Kyle asking here is where where in the future where we join a virtual spaces and it became normal things to do. The implication you asking for the IT expert point of view, yeah, for the implication, like will it have a positive or negative impact? Yeah, both can happens. Yeah, in the expert point of view. Yeah, so basically when it happens, it's changed the way we live. Yeah, it changed the way we live. So it can affect both positive or negative. It can affect maybe in the health, in our health, in our interactions, yeah, social interaction with other. Some studies say that virtual reality discussion platforms deliver negative results, yeah, because we are not physically meet with each other, and it's not same like we simply meet with physically, yeah, in virtual compared to physically. So of course there will be a positive and negative impact, um but uh there will be contradictive and some of points of these researchers, but I'm not unable to highlight what it's going to be. Yeah, so because the condition is not normal, yeah, it's not normalized. So what I guess here is there will be a positive or negative impact, and there will be two ways to see the the metaverse in the future.
To deal with metaverse in the future.
Yeah.
Thank you, Pak. Next one is from Mark. How will the laws be imposed if the users are anonymous? And who will be the governing body to impose it, especially if the users are in different part of the world?
If we arrive at these conditions where there's some dangers in the virtual reality, in the metaverse world, where people can be anything he like, where people can do something like we like, and there's some reports that there's some security concerns, there's some criminality happens in the metaverse. If that happens, the governments will uh will uh will apply rules that every user in metaverse registered must be registered. So therefore it can be tracked, it can be seen, the activity of the user, log of the users. So it will happen if those things became threatened situations. The government will always be like that. So your identity must be recorded. You have to abide the rules when you joining a platform in the metaverse. How can
Thank
I
you, Pak. Good answer, Pak. Yeah, it makes sense.
how can I regulation limit automation and prevent employment loss? It is not my expertise, Mr. Adia.
Yeah. They
Yeah,
are not
yeah.
on. We also not talking about AI anymore.
I regulation limit automation
Sorry
employment
for
loss.
that, Rodik.
Yeah.
I
Maybe
think
Roger can contact Mr. Vincent or
yeah,
Mr.
Joko.
Joko, yeah, about that, yeah,
Yeah,
the
I think
question.
they some of the participants already asked yesterday or today about
Oh,
how
okay.
AI impact the employment because of
Yeah,
course
okay. I can give you on my opinion, yeah, about AI. Yeah. So for the job that have tedious works, that have repeated uh repeated task, yeah, it will replace it by AI, whether you like or not. Yeah. So the job that tediously works, like generating report and then inputting data, the things like that, it will finally will be automatically
place.
replaced by AI. So for instance, in the financial, your financial in the bank, customer can directly use the website, use the applications to do all the transactions, all the banking transactions. So it no longer needs the physically bank to be represented. So people can use applications to do the transaction banking. So it will reap some jobs in those areas, especially customer service jobs will be lost in the future, replacing by AI. I think that's my opinion. Yeah, that's my opinion.
Thank you. This one is from Beverly. How about the impact of the virtual world to the kids? What do you think? The virtual world is cool and interesting, but as parent, I am afraid for my children in the future if they spend too much in the VR world, they might have problem in their emotion and social communication or skills. As we observed during pandemic, some of them experience depression, anxiety, and other disorders. I think it already happens for the Gen Z.
Yeah, it's already happened
It
because
already happened, I think.
yeah. Yeah. So it's similar like in the pandemic, we are using Zoom meeting. So it's not same like we meet with others in physically, but the ideal metaverse enhance that remote connection, remote presence. It's called digital presence, where we are not just seeing our friends' faces, our friends' face. I mean, but we can see it holographically. We can see it with a rich 3D. It's like the person like being presented on this room. So that's the ideal of metaverse. We can see it clearly. We can see it more like it present on the rooms. But right now it's not possible. So yes, if people spend a lot of time in the virtual reality worlds, yes, it their social skill will declining unless they are using virtual reality to interact with other like that, Mr. Adi. That's nice question, but it's highly concerned. Okay.
Yes, I think that is very highly concerned, especially for parents who are now every kids, they have their own mobile phone and they tend to use mobile phone more than their interaction, than their real interaction with the real people. I think what happens now. I think you also have kids, right, Pak Andre? Already?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's right. Same happen. My kids also do the same. So
Yes.
I think so. Mark, another question. This one is still related to his previous question. If the government mandate the registration of users, then the anonymity which the metaverse offers in the first place will be gone. Is that correct or not?
Yes. If that happens and the governments insist us to register ourselves to join the metaverse, yes, it will uh the it will make the anonymity which is the metaverse offered is gone. Yeah, it's similar like registering your SIM card, your phone card. I don't know in your country when you register your phone card, you need to you need to register your data. Is it same to everyone here or just in Indonesia? So when you buying a new number, your phone number, you have to register your name, your identifications, your address, and so on and so on. Yeah, it's same like that. So there's no anonymity anymore. So because once again, when the things have a security
Serious.
concern, get serious or have security issues, matter about security issues, there's no there will be no anonymity. Some of the features of metaverse with anonymity offered is not available. If that happens,
Okay, thank you. Yeah, about the registration of SIM card. Yeah, in Indonesia, this is the story because so many
it's a good question, but
criminality cases.
yeah, it's a good
And
question.
yeah, thank you. That's very good question. Example, Pak.
Yep.
Yeah, and when things become serious and things become need to be regulated, then the government
Yeah, we lose our
regulated
freedom.
and
We lose our
anonymity will be
anonymity and
gone.
freedom. Yeah.
Previously, there was no need to register the SIM card, but because of the many criminality cases or fraud of using SIM card and mobile phone, then now all must be registered. That was the good example from Mr. Andre. Thank you, Mr. Andre.
Yes, it will happen also in metaverse
Someday,
someday.
someday, but we don't
Someday.
know when.
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
I
One
think
last two
I
questions.
think it will happen when metaverse become normality, just like
Normal things, yeah.
become normality, just like Kyle said.
Yeah. Carl said normality.
Yes.
One or two final questions, guys. Interesting to know and discuss about this one, where we can combine our real world and virtual world. Ryan, aside from the fact that metaverse is interesting thing and its power on how it connects people from different part of the world, in your humble opinion, sir, is it also a threat on your personal security and on your personal information?
Yeah. I think so. When you agree to join a platform, there's a concern about breaching the personal security, personal informations. I give you an example. Yeah. So for instance, you are promoting a product to Instagrams, and then people can DM you. Yeah, DM you. You can do the private message asking for products. Um, some others also share their a WhatsApp number or phone number. Yeah, in Indonesia especially, our people's very is commonly use WhatsApp number to contact each others. So some numbers, some the private number is exposed publicly. So of course there's a threat in our personal security, but it cannot be avoided. Yeah, because that's maybe in different countries different, but in Indonesia some of our data is exposed to other, because it's the way we communicate, we reach up each other. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you, Pak Andre.
Next question,
What?
Ryan. Next question.
Thank you, Ryan. Rian. In Indonesia, we call
Ryan.
it Rian.
Ryan's.
This is our last one, yeah. Kyle, if metaverse has strong security, but the cost of being you have to sacrifice a fraction of your personal information in order to be protected from outside force like hacking. The question being is it worth it?
Okay, I asking you back. For example, the mobile phone registrations. If your governments insist you to register yourself, is it prevent you to not use your phones in your country? Not right. You still use your phone, you still abide the rules, because the platform, the smartphone, give you lots way benefits. Yeah. Compared to personal information that we have to sacrifice. But we see we see the benefits. Yeah. If it's more beneficial, thank you, Beverly. If more beneficial, that's okay. That's a win-win situations. That's a fine for people's. Is it worth it? But
Yeah,
right
thank
now,
you.
in the current platforms, I think it's not it's not worth. Yeah. But in the future, when everything is normalized and you have benefit, 100% benefit of it, we can abide the rules. We have to abide the rules, but that's okay. That's fine because we have feel the benefit. We have earned the benefit from the
Thank you.
product, from the platforms.
I
Thank
think it is like during the pandemic when some of people didn't want to be vaccinated, right? If you all still remember, some of us want to be vaccinated, some of them not want to be vaccinated. But I think eventually almost all of us were vaccinated because the benefit that we get after being vaccinated is higher, where we can prevent from being infected by COVID-19. I think that's the same example, yeah. Okay, I think that was the final question from Kyle. Thank you, Kyle. Thank you for all participation for this session about metaphor. It was really interesting and active participation from you, and also especially from Pak Andre, who responded and answered really, really attractive and interesting and informative. Then I think before I will ask Pak Andre to leave, we want to take screenshot photo together. And then guys, after this, I will let you fill survey feedback questionnaire. Once Pak Andre leave, after you take photo, I will ask you to fill the survey feedback questionnaire in this link. And then we can also just uh, briefly discuss about your feedback and your review of this summer program, if you don't mind. Okay, allow me to share the link first, and then my colleague Sandra. Here is the link. Please feel free to fill this survey feedback questionnaire while Miss Sandra will take photos for us. Sandra, would you mind to direct us taking photo?
Yeah, sure. We will take a photo together. So we ask you guys to turn on the
Yeah.
camera, and then having the group photos, and we will upload it later on our Instagram.
Yeah.
Okay, while waiting for the other to turn on the camera, I will take the first page first.
you.
In 1, 2, 3. Okay. Thank you. Moving to the second one. Okay, Alexandra. Thank you. And then who else here? Christine Martinez. Thank you for turning on the camera. Okay, I'll take the screenshot. 1, 2, 3. Okay, the last one. Okay, 1, 2, 3. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Pak Andre. Well, guys,
Thank you, guys.
if you don't mind, please fill the feedback questionnaire. Thank you, Pak Andre. Also,
Thank you
if
very
you
much,
guys would like
Mr.
to,
Adi.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'll contact you in WhatsApp, Pak.
Okay.
So,
Thank
yeah.
you. Okay. Thank you, guys. Have a nice day. And if you have any question, you can reach me at my email or WhatsApp number or
Contact me.
contact Mr. Adi for more details. Thank you,
Thank
guys.
you.
See you again next time. Bye bye.
Okay. Thank you, Pak.
You.
Guys, while you are completing the questionnaire, please feel free if you want to comment and give your feedback of the summer program for our improvement next time. Please feel free. you can directly ask or you can also type in the chat box. From Amna, thank you, sir. Nice experience. Thank you, Amna. From Ryan, thank you, sir. Andre to Mr. Andre. Also from Dominic, Mark Jubile, and Nicole. Also from Kyle, thank you for sharing us with your great knowledge. Thank you for a wonderful experience from Gemari. Thank you for the experience from Mark. From Russell, thank you, sir. I gain more knowledge here. Amna, will we get certificates for this program? Yes, you will, of course, Amna. So my colleague Sandra will contact you or will email you the certificate, and also for especially for Hindustan students, we will send to Dr. David Iso. So your certificates for Hindustan students would be sent to Dr. David Iso, and he will the one distribute to you. This one is only for the Hindustan students, while other students will be directly email the certificate to you. Okay. Then Rihanna, thank you, sir. Thank you to Do. Thank you so much. Jarin, thank you, sir, for sharing your knowledge. Thank you, Sharin. Princess, thank you so much, sir. Reynald, thank you so much for the experience. Hoping soon it will be face to face. Mark Enzo, thank you Pak for the experience. Terima kasih banyak from Michelle. Sama-sama. You're welcome. Bevelin, thank you sir for the 5 days full of fun and knowledge. Thank you Bevelin of being the most active participant. Thank you Bevelin. From Margarida, thank you so much for all information. Very much appreciated. My greetings to all Western Sydney University colleagues. From Marlin, thank you, sir, for sharing your knowledge and nice to meet you all. From Jasmine, thank you so much, sir. You're welcome. From Ryan, thank you for sharing your knowledge, sir, at the end to be the speakers. Thank you, Ryan. Jamaica, thank you so much, sir. It was indeed a great experience. Thank you for sharing your knowledge. Also from Amna, terima kasih. Terima kasih, Connor. I'm grateful for this opportunity to take part in this summer program. Guys, don't forget to fill this questionnaire. It is on the chat box, the UBAYA ID /QSP Nov 2003. Hope to see you in Surabaya all. Selamat, terima kasih Nicole. Sian, thank you. Nice to meet you, sir. From Jerlin. Rosalinda, thank you, sir, for the knowledge you share. I learned so much. Thank you. Alexander, thank you, Po, and everyone who facilitated this summer program. Thank you for the information. Troy, yes, this is your second one. I noticed you. Thank you. In my second year of joining, it was very fun and I learned more. Thank you, Troy. Terima kasih from Lovely. Lot of knowledge. God bless. You too. Okay, so I think Sandra, you want to inform something to them about the certificates, probably also for yeah, other things that we will do after this summer program.
Okay, so for the certificates, we will send it to through email, and it will be about within 2 weeks. I assume we are still working on the attendance list, so we are also checking and what is it? Just taking a mark if your attendance on the session, and that's it, I think.
So if you guys, once again, if you are interested to know or to ask about our student exchange program, Our email is on the chat box. It's international+student@unit.ubaya.ac.id. From Kyle, I finished the questionnaire. Thank you, Kyle. Thank you for filling the questionnaire. Hope it will help us to improve our next summer program, hopefully face to face. Helen, thank you so much for the opportunity to join here and for the knowledge you share with us. Same, sama-sama. You're welcome. Okay, I think if there is no more comment you want to deliver or you want to talk, then please allow me to conclude. Wait, I will just need to. Someone is okay. Please allow me to close officially this Ubaya summer program ChatGPT artificial intelligence. Sorry, someone is unmuting. Metaverse for our daily life. 2023 is wait, someone is officially closed. Thank you once again for the participation. I hope to keep you in contact on social media, guys. Bye bye. Have a great weekend. Thank
Thank you,
you.
sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Bye.
sir. Salamat. Thank you so
Bye.
much, sir. Terima kasih.
Terima kasih.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you po.